Good evening. It's 9 p.m. here in Seoul. Thank you for joining us on Arirang뉴스. We start with the tug of war between the government and the doctors. Medical professors who are set to quit in protest of the government's plan to expand admissions places for medical schools hint that they may withdraw their resignations if the government is willing to negotiate. Meanwhile, professors have decided to work shorter hours starting next week, while junior doctors who walked out in protest of the government's plan are poised to face the consequences. Choi Min-jung reports.
Calls for dialogue seem to be growing within South Korea's medical community. Following a weeks-long walkout by trainee doctors, medical professors have also threatened to resign next week in protest of the government's plan to increase the number of medical students. However, speaking during an interview with a local broadcaster on Thursday, the head of a group of medical school professors hinted that the professors could sit down for talks with the government if punitive measures imposed on junior doctors are lifted. The chief added that professors could even withdraw their resignations if the government relaxes the measures. He also called for more objective data before increasing the medical school admissions quota.
We are not opposed to increasing the number of medical school admissions per se, but we think that it could be possible if an acceptable figure is obtained through objective verification. However, the government's plan to increase the quota by 2,000 is not objective data that any doctor can accept.
Meanwhile, the Medical Professors Association of Korea has announced that it would reduce the working hours of hospital professors to 52 hours a week starting next Monday. They will also minimize outpatient treatment starting in April. The decision was made to focus more on treating high-risk patients. Also starting next Monday, the government is set to begin suspending the licenses of trainee doctors.
Starting next week, the government will enforce license suspensions for doctors who have defied the return-to-work order.
The Health Ministry has issued prior suspension notices to about 5,000 trainee doctors who must submit their responses by next Monday. Choi Min-jung, Arirang News.